Hello?
Hello,
Okay.
how are you?
I am good. Very well. How are you too?
Yes, I'm good. We are live
Yeah.
and welcome once again to this live chat.
We did
We hope
we were supposed to do some broadcasting.
I did on my part.
Okay. I sent out yesterday, but not again today. When you sent the right poster.
Yeah,
But I believe it's on YouTube, right? You're
it's on
broadcasting on
YouTube. Yeah,
YouTube.
it's on
Okay.
YouTube.
And that's fine. I think I also put my live.
Mm.
So even before we get our friends to join, we hope that people get to join as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Tonight again, we are back building bridges. Okay, somebody was asking me why is it only for girls and why is it only for babe that he has a son that was 16 that finds it difficult to have make friends that they also have lots of experiences to share. On my part, I did explain that usually, normally we have lots of groups where we discuss about everyone. We are not segregating, neither are we, you know, trying to discriminate. That what we are trying to do is just that ladies have peculiar challenges around menstrual cycles, challenges about relationships, challenges about transition to adulthood, that there are these peculiarities, these challenges that are just, peculiar to them, and they tend to be somewhat private, issues that many people may not want to be speaking out loud or about. They want to be in a safe space where they should be comfortable enough to talk about their challenges without having to gain too much exposure. So tonight, we are going about this, reminding everyone that this is not a segregation, is not a means of segregation, neither is it a way to discriminate. It's just a way of creating a safe space for a particular set of people who may find it quite difficult to speak out about their challenges. What do you have to say?
yeah. Like you rightly say, um, it doesn't stop anyone from coming, whether yours is a boy or a girl. It doesn't
Yes,
stop anyone from coming. This is a modern awareness. It's
yes,
about creating or sensitizing the community
mm-hmm,
uh, about those peculiar and unique challenges of each group. Of course, we have parents with us that have boys,
yes,
and we are going to be discussing those ones when the time comes. We are focusing on girls because of those unique challenges,
yes,
and it's to the interest of everyone. Be you a parent, be the fact that you don't even have a clue about
yes,
diversity, that you need to educate yourself.
exactly.
If I have a son that is autistic or have ADHD,
That's
I want to
neurodivergent,
know
yes,
what challenges a girl will have. Because if my son uh, coming of age now have a friendship with a girl
yes,
with the spectrum,
exactly.
So how do I support them? How do I walk
Mhm.
through this with them? So because they are all unique challenges, it's very important for us to deal with this thing, to talk about it. So it's not just for personal reasons, it's mainly for us to be, as a community, as a society, as a people, to be
Yes.
sensitized. And when we talk about being a barman, the thing is, sometimes as having African backgrounds, I've come across some children that just because they don't look people straight in the eyes, they consider them autistic. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
this is cultural contradiction. Yeah, these
Yes.
are cultural contradictions. So we would want to put light into some things that are not actually how others perceive it, or
Yes.
probably a mom that is more assertive, or she's being dubbed violent. No, the fact that you are more expressive, or
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of things that we see it as part of the society we live in.
Exactly.
Then
Aware of
uniquely,
life.
exactly, and uniquely as a challenge from the background that the children are coming from. And that
Yes.
gives a wider perspective, understanding to everyone, to be able to see things more from the child's perspective, or from the child view, instead of us waiting. you know
Yes.
there have been lots of cultural clashes in situation in social services, where some things that are okay in my own house are considered non-okay.
In another
So yeah,
person's house. Yes.
yeah, or maybe at school. But the ability for us to come together and then talk about it, you educating me and I educating you about my own culture and way of life, it's ease out, it builds the bridges of contention. You
Mm.
understand? Because we always see things from our own side. Oh, this is right, this is not right, this is not. But if we actually sit at the same table and we break things down, we see that it's more easier. You understand,
Yes.
to get. So if I have a son, I would really want to know what challenges
The
a
girls
girl
are
child,
having.
or a
Mm.
parent with a girl child has to deal with, so that if I am in a position to support my son in case of relationship, or to support a friend as they are bringing up their own girl child, I will have this knowledge to be able to do
Yes.
exactly that. So I believe
This
that
is.
it is not a restriction,
Mm-hmm.
rather is an amplification of a particular, of an aspect of the spectrum we are dealing with.
Mm. Yes. Welcome, no stress. You joined us in the heat of discussion. So we were just talking about how some parents are feeling that this arrangement kind of puts them off, the radar, feeling that why don't you just make it for everyone? And yeah, Adesuwa is bringing this perspective that I never really saw. It was just like, a light for me, saying that, look, it's not a segregation, it's not a discrimination, it's just a amplification of a peculiar challenge. So please, no stress. Would you like to say something about that? Is it no stress? Oh, it's no stress.
Hello, good evening. This is Sister Faith. So I don't know how I come across. how I got this
You are not having no stress at all.
I like it, but I like the name, no stress. Welcome. Thank you. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. So although I came in the middle, I was uh, just listening to Adesuwa when she was trying to explain uh, the difference. Like
Yes.
as you said, I'm still trying to just like get that. So I think she's I think like, okay. Will I say what she's trying to explain? Like when you have a female child or you have a male child, or based on the culture that you also came from, your background, and and also some of our children, they don't have eye contact,
Yes.
um, and some of them, we cannot just say that they are autistic based on the way they are acting. It might be that they are going through other things. Is that what she was trying to explain?
Yes. I
Yeah.
was saying that when someone saw the poster, she was saying, why are we doing only girls? That
Oh,
yes, that she has a son and we all have challenges and we all have stories to share. So I was telling her that it's because girls have peculiar challenges around things that
yes,
are a bit more personal, like
yes,
menstruation cycles,
yes,
like
yes.
relationship transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you will also have to start teaching things around marriage,
Mm-hmm.
conception, childbirth. Let's not run
Mm-hmm.
away from these things. They are not entirely out of scope. So I was telling the lady that it's not that we are segregating, that it's just
I'm
that
your
there are
dad.
peculiar
I'm
challenges.
your uncle too.
But
Okay.
oh, I hear you. But
Mhm.
Adesua was bringing another perspective to it, saying that it is not just only those with girls that should come, that even those with boys should come so that they can learn those challenges that are peculiar to girls so that when their children start making friends, for instance, or that they have opportunity to support their friends with girl child, let them also learn how to go about it. And
That's
being that
true.
we also looked at BEM society, let it be that even if you come here and you are not from that society, you should begin to understand that some of the things you consider maybe being autistic because you are not looking somebody in the eye, you should understand that in some clans, it is not just being autistic, it is respect. It is out of
That's true.
respect. And the
Mm.
person should also begin to understand that certain things are not just because of the diagnosis, but because of the cultural inclination. So
Mm.
yeah, that's what she was saying, and it really made a lot of sense for me.
Yes, it makes
Yeah.
sense. And another thing about this awareness that people don't really get, that they don't understand, sometimes it's not only about we that have these children that need to be attending something like this.
Yes.
That is where people in the society, they are missing it. Like
Exactly.
for example, yeah, it's not only we, because
No,
even then, people that claim that they are their family or their friends, they
the
don't
general
they
society, actually, because
you
Everybody.
if
understand?
you don't know
They
what
need
it
to be
is
attending because, for example, you leave our children, you leave the children with them. They don't really know how to deal
to
with the
attend to
children,
them, you
to
know?
attend to them. Um,
Exactly.
you can never say
You,
never. You
they
never
don't
know
have
where
a clue what it is. And some
you
of them,
understand.
yeah, some of them even, uh, during my studies, I realized that we are all in the spectrum, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
We are all in the spectrum. You see, some people, they said, oh, it is their weirdness. Oh, they don't like people around them. They don't like you are chewing. It's irritating. But these are sensory conditions. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Because you are talking, because you have more or less. but your relationship, the way you respond to people or the way you do sometimes is not totally acceptable. But when you
Yes.
come
Mm,
to a platform like this, you start understanding yourself as well, that, oh, so is this is what I consider is just me? It's not
Yes.
just you, because that thing has an origin. It has reason for you to be behaving that way. Is it bad? It's not bad. It's part of you. But
yeah,
why is it that is something that you don't understand and people don't want to deal with you because that thing is in you? You
Yes.
understand? People don't just
I
want to say, oh, don't say that in her front, or don't do that. You know how she is. Why?
mm,
Why? Because there are things in you that you can't just stand that is on
Yes.
other people. There are some people, they can't stand smell. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Whether it's
yeah,
perfume or what, they hate it. But these are sensory conditions. You
yeah.
understand?
That's
That,
the main reason. That's the main. Sorry, man. That's the main reason now, especially with my feed that I'm working, and working at the GP
yes,
surgery.
yes,
A lot of people, adult most
yes,
especially, they are now coming up for
yes,
Yes.
diagnosing. They are
yes.
coming for diagnosing. Why? Because especially some of them, maybe they have grandchildren or they have a member of family who have a
Mm-hmm.
child that is autistic, and they are not seeing what that child is going through. Some of them that is willing to really put, maybe show
The effort.
concern with the parents
Yes,
of the, and they are not finding that same thing in them. And
exactly.
they don't say, oh, I think I have this also because
Inclination
I
as
use
well.
this
Yes,
way.
Yes. They begin to
You,
see
you
themselves in the
understand?
children.
So
exactly.
that I don't know why people always see this thing like, oh, it's not, it's not, I don't need to involve because
It doesn't
it has
concern
nothing,
me.
it doesn't
Uh,
concern me. It has nothing to do. Just as Sister Adesuwa said, we all have it. It's just that people react on it or heart on it in different way.
that
Mm-hmm.
is it. And
But
then
to
yeah,
get
there's
more
another
awareness of
thing.
it,
Exactly. There's this stigma around it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
There's this stigma that disability. So it just make it as it rules the person out. No,
yeah,
it is not. That's why it's very important for us to educate ourselves.
uh-huh,
What the people that have the world best inventors are all in the spectrum.
Yes.
Either they have ADHD or they are autistic.
mm-hmm,
Because of the chemical condition of the brain, they now have the capacity to be so creative and they come up with things that neurotypical cannot easily do. You
mm-hmm,
understand? But when you
Yeah.
go close to these people, they can't have uh they don't have a very fluid social life. They are not
Yes.
yeah,
it's very difficult for them to relate with people. They
mm-hmm,
don't have that social communication. They don't have the capacity for it. But when
yeah,
they are in their own space, they are very creative. So
Yes.
it
mm,
doesn't mean because you have something or a child has something, that's the end of that child. No, that is not, because that child is carrying a greatness inside of him or her that is peculiar. And instead of us just canceling the child, we have to look deeper. You understand? Because the things we are enjoying today, if the parents of those have not taken the time
Yes.
to sit with them with the patience, to just go with the to take the challenges, as a stepping stone, we wouldn't be enjoying those things today. You
Exactly.
understand? Like the light by Edison. Edison was set out from school that he cannot become anything. But the mom took the pain to train him up, and he discovered that. So God Some of us that profess God, we are on the altar day and night. It is God does not waste his time on things
Yes.
that is not profitable for him. However, it comes. There's the word of God say it's work together. Everything work together for good. So it
Mm-hmm.
is very important that we get to know. Now, some of us don't even know. I'm talking to our because we are live on YouTube and Facebook. Some of us don't even have a clue what when they say what is autism. We just look at a one dumb child that does not have it. Have you stopped to understand? Have you seen the beauty embedded in that child? Have
Yeah.
you taken time to see? And how have you sit down with a mom just to converse and see, or just to be there, even if it's just an hour, instead of us being so high and mighty? It doesn't concern me. It concerns all of us. It's in our community. It's in our household. It's in our neighborhoods. So coming back to our topic in hand, we're talking about challenges of young ladies in the spectrum, neurodivergent girls, and how do we navigate all this? Now already you have a neurotypical teenager. Every mom that have a teenager knows how how challenging it gets. Now, if that child is also having other additional challenges, I believe as a woman, as a mom, as a dad, that your children are going to be befriending, or except you don't want your children to be open-minded. So you will need to know or sit with a mom and say, how do you cope? How do you manage this? I was in Newcastle a few weeks ago, and the mom was like, I need to speak to you. I really need to speak to you because this child is growing and I'm really scared. I don't know how to deal
To
with.
manage. Yeah.
I don't know when she starts having her period. So these are already uh, things that are giving that family sleepless night because
Yeah.
we can't stop the growth of a child.
Yes.
So now, if you are a neighbor, or you are a teacher, or you are a family member, I believe it's our responsibility to also get that knowledge, to
Mm-hmm.
be there, to be supportive, even
So
in our religious circles. Instead of ostracizing those family or those children, it's our responsibility to get the education to be able to support, to help,
yeah.
so that that child can attain the best they can be in life. I believe that's why all of us are here, not just for ourselves, but to be able to support every other one to be able to attain. So that's the main reason. If you are a mom or a father of a son in the spectrum, and you're saying that, so why are they only talking about girls? It's not only about the girls, but this is a unique challenge that we want to address that concerns everyone. It's everyone's concerns. Because I believe as the mom, if you see a young girl struggling, you will want to know how to help.
Yes.
You want to know how to support, or you want to know how to just be there for a sister, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's without knowledge that our behavior affects others. If we have understanding of what someone is going through, I'm sure that we will adjust the way we respond to people's condition.
Will be very different.
So yeah, over to you.
Anyway,
Cynthia.
what I'm thinking now is that subsequently Instead of doing this on YouTube, on
Zoom.
Zoom, we can actually be doing this on TikTok. And then we still stream it on YouTube, just like we are doing right now. It's just a suggestion. But
That's
yeah,
good, because then we can reach a wider.
because people
Okay.
passing, people passing, just scrolling through will join. But when it's here, it's only people invited that participate.
So, and I have a question
Yes, please.
for our wonderful sister. No stress. I love that.
No,
No
like
stress.
seriously, I love it. No stress.
So, as a mom, I just want you to give us a brief.
Sorry, ma. Let me go upstairs. There's noise downstairs too much.
Okay.
Mm. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you have
I
a
can
girl
hear you, ma.
child as well. Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I am hearing you. So I
Yeah.
just want you to like, what has been just that one thing that have been a big stress for you while your child was stepping into teenage age, and what is that one thing you would have loved, that one support you would have loved to have while that situation was going on?
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. For me, I think I had a big of challenges during uh when she was I would say our early stage of her menstruation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Um, she started. I think she started when she was nine years plus, but she was not up to 10 when
Yes.
she started having her period, and I was not prepared because I didn't expect it that she would start early, and nobody also, although during mine, when I'm having mine, I always like her to be around me. She will even help me to go and bring my pad and everything. She used to see me doing
Yes.
it, but there was no service or no,
No
you know,
support
no
service.
support available from the system that prepare me as a mom down and said, "Oh, this is what you will experience," because she was agitated, for her, for children with special needs to be seeing something coming out of there with different
Yes.
color. It's not an easy thing. So I have a bit of challenging in that area. And also when she started having her period, there was a time the period was not, we are still going through the same thing, but her period was not coming at all for some months. And I was very worried. The reason I was worried because I normally take her to, like, she go to childminder, she see other people, even at home. I have a son, the dad, this mindset when you have these children.
I
Yeah.
So,
know.
so yeah, so I was worried, I was concerned about it. And to the extent I took her to the GP, I was complaining to the GP that I'm concerned. Then at that time, there was a lot of questions that they were also asking me, that how many people live with her, how many
Uh-huh.
did she go to, those kind of things. Did you do a pregnancy test? I was like, and then I was to the extent involving, they involved social worker on it. They involved social worker on it because I have known I have not been in prepare or support of maybe some children have this thing, which I don't know. And I fall in a way, I fall into this part of reporting my concern to the professional. And to the extent that they were now trying to deep
Yeah.
what is going on. So I was having a challenges in that area. So the other thing I now later noticed how to support myself, and because we are still going through the same things, because sometimes like 3 months, 6 months, she will not have it. But I noticed that when she's about to have it, she will be having maybe some boil, pimples coming
Yeah.
out in some part of her body. So I will keep her eyes on her, or her boobs will be very heavy.
Yeah.
Then, so those are the things that are now, as a mom, I begin to be taking note of these things. But waiting for the professional who are supposed to enlighten me about it, there was nothing like that. So it was a bit challenging for me from the start. But for now, it's okay. And for we bringing up this kind of thing, there will be a mother here also who
Yeah.
are not, who have no awareness about this. So if you are here, you are listening to me, don't fall the same way I fall. Because here now, you might be lucky, you are very lucky if you are here, if you have a daughter who have not started having menstruation and everything, at least you are learning from this today. That is the reason we are also saying that it's not only for parents who have these children. You can be just be a neutral person. So you
Yeah.
can be here, and so that you can also use that same time to support people in the community. Maybe you will come across a friend or a colleague who is going through some challenges like this. Yeah, you'll be able to enlighten them of how to go about it. So those were
Mm.
the a part of the challenges I have in a teenage age.
You
Thank you
see,
so much
in
for
fact,
Yeah.
that explicit. But before I just want to know, because you said something about agitated. We know as women, we have hormonal uh, fluctuation during our periods. And
Yeah.
if you are a neurotypical person, you know your triggers.
Yeah.
But as a child, as a girl, how were you able to deal with those uh, agitation, those moody periods? You know, what were
Okay.
if somebody say, "What can I do?" What would be your support? Do you how are you going to uh
Okay. I will say at first, as a mom, if you find yourself in this situation, you first just need to calm yourself down, because you cannot be a child cannot be agitated as you as a mom. You will be having the same thing as well, being anxious, being worried, that would bring a lot
feel
of panic to the child.
Mhm.
So how I was able to handle the whole situation is me first calm myself down and
mm-hmm.
talk through it, even though she might understand everything. She did not understand everything I was saying. I just talk her through and said, oh, or talk just like a storyteller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just to say, Orisha is having period, those kind of things. Explain the situation, the part to use. I was able to teach her the when it's coming early, the part we use, because she have a heavy period. So
Yeah.
when it started getting heavy, we change our pad. So when it's about to finish, when it's already finished. The time with those. Pre- Hello.
No,
We are
talk.
hearing you.
I think it's another
Okay,
phone.
okay. The time those other thing, I don't know the kind of people watching us coming in. So I also like, and even it was only before they went on holiday, the school came to educate them everything. But then she has already known so many things and how to I educate her. Also, I was able to calm myself down to educate her if she used the toilet, whenever she changed a pad. I taught her the school they didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to educate her in this area. When she have a period, I make sure I put extra pad, extra bag, inside her bag, tell her, chain, everything. So it's like I made the job easy for school as well. And so she prepare herself. She knows. She not understand when she's in a period now.
What it is, yeah.
It's different to how she was before from the
Yeah, the
beginning.
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
That
was
is
how
so
I was able to
wonderful.
manage the
Thank you so much
agitation.
for sharing. So what
Yeah,
I've been able to get from our sister is, first, as a parent, as a mom, even as a dad, you need to calm yourself. It's not the end of the world. So
yeah,
you are the parent here. There's going to be behavior,
Yeah.
escalation of behavior. There's going to be moodiness. There's going to be sometimes rude words will come out. But
yeah.
it should
Even
not be
temperature. Yeah.
exactly. So, but you just have to calm yourself. Now,
The reason, man, sorry, the reason I mentioned temperature and pay, I didn't mention that one before. Temperature I pay, especially children that don't have much communication, who cannot express their feeling,
Mm,
how they are
yeah,
feeling about it. As a mom, you just have to get yourself, prepare with them.
prepared.
Like when they start, don't just wait. Don't just as the assumption, follow up with the assumption that, oh, she might be having pain, you know.
yeah,
Manage it with that child by giving painkiller because she might not be able to explain everything. But looking at a child as our sister said before, as women, when we are on our periods, we feel moody, we feel pain, we have different symptoms that we go through. Behavior is there. Some children, they might not be able to explain all these things to you. You, as a mom, as a woman, or what she might be going through. So just follow up with that, prepare the child, give painkiller, even though if it's twice in a day during that period, do it for the child because she might be going through pain that she cannot explain.
thank you
Wow.
so much.
This
Thank
is
Yeah.
you.
huge
Yeah.
because why? I'm sorry that I didn't take permission from you, but when you were sharing, because all our stories are different. I think I
Yeah.
shared my story the other day, but I'm still going to maybe reflect on it on a day that we have to collate things. What I understood is that you had nothing, but something is very common, which is where we have work to do as a
Mm,
people. You said you had nothing that prepared you for the menstrual challenges.
yeah.
Mm.
And when you went to hospital, instead of looking at it from the side of support, it was the side of accusation,
Yeah.
Yes.
of
Yes.
looking like you left your daughter and she's probably have been molested.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
that
word.
was why a social worker was even assigned.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
only heaven knows the traumatic, like the
Yeah.
mental impact it had on
Mm-hmm.
you, in
Yeah.
Exactly.
addition to what you are already,
Going
you
through.
Going
know.
Yeah.
through.
So,
Being afraid of leaving her with anybody.
eh,
Yes.
and as a mom, you still have to work. You still have to
Yeah.
Exactly.
do every other thing. And
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
now, each time you put on your clothes to walk out the door, you are not comfortable about
No.
who you are leaving
Exactly.
your daughter. Even
Mm.
her father became a suspect. Her
Exactly.
brother became a suspect. Everybody became a suspect.
Oh
So
God.
I must tell you that this, having nothing to prepare you, the period of suspicion in my own, I had to put cameras everywhere in the house because that period of not having menses is also very common. So that
Yes.
period would
Yes.
be like, what is going on? I had to go and buy test strip, really, and that was what is still said happened. So I put it down because I personally am a researcher, and I know that Adesuwa is a researcher. We can use this as a research output to
Yeah.
Yeah.
encourage to build a system of support for
Yeah.
Mm.
women that are supporting girl child on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because they will tell you, where is it? Who said it? Where is the statistics? We should be able to put this down as a research output and say, look, out of 20 women, 18 of them are saying this particular thing.
Yeah.
There is no
So,
system that supports.
no.
And when that natural period comes, instead of the physicians who know the natural physiology that says that at the beginning they are usually not regular,
Yeah.
instead of them referring to that, they are bringing in the other side of it as a safeguarding concern to
Yes.
Yeah.
use it
Mm.
to add to our stress already.
Stress. Yeah.
So these are very, very, similar things. You also say that you started noticing it coming by observing the changes, like the
Yeah.
pimples on her face and the enlarged boobs. So
Mm.
these things are also some of the things we can use as a learning material for
Mhm.
parents to say, even though they can't tell you what's going on, even though you may not know what is happening, these are some of the signs you want to use you want to be observing to identify when this is coming.
Mm.
So, and another thing I wrote is that if you are here and your child has not started, you are lucky. You are
Yeah.
really lucky to be learning from these stories because Faith, Adesuwa, myself, we were not that lucky.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have nobody telling us this is how it's going to be. The day my own happened, I didn't know what to do because she's hypersensitive to pad up till now. I didn't know
Mm.
what to do. So I went I went online to look for pad, to look for something that she would not remove because we put the ones she had. She pulled everything down. In my own head, I said I would use a pull-up. I went online to look for pull-up. The very first woman that I saw pull-up in her online shop, immediately she said hello. I just started crying.
Oh.
I cried for more than 30 minutes. The woman was just saying, hello, stop crying. She now said, what is it? I said, my daughter that's on the autism spectrum just started menstruating. I don't know what to do. This
Mm.
is the I don't know her up till today. I never saw her. This is a stranger. I just saw that she has something that I could use and I couldn't just hold it. I broke
Exactly.
Mm.
down.
The
I
emotional
cried
breakdown.
on her ear. Luckily for me, she stayed and listened to me crying. When I finished crying, I described what I wanted. And she sent it over to the house. She still didn't want to
Oh.
wear it. She doesn't want anything around her private area. Nothing.
Mm.
In fact, when she was younger, there was almost 2 years that she didn't wear pants. For you to
Wow.
know how bad her own sensitivity is. So I took down a lot of things from your story, and you were saying,
Mm.
how did you deal with the agitation? You said you calmed yourself down, you talked to her through the process, and you always have to get yourself prepared.
Mm.
Mm.
So, for those that have neurotypical children, you get your child prepared for menstruation. But in our case, it is we that get ourselves prepared for our children's
Yeah.
menstruation. So, these are still more and more reasons why it is high time that we put together something like this so that parents, even when we all knew that we still have challenges. These are peculiar challenges.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
challenges that, like we all know, nobody told you about it. Nobody, nothing on earth. You
Prepared
knew
you
it was going
about
to
it.
be a
It
bit
will
tough, but
happen. Yeah,
nothing on earth
Yeah.
prepared you for what
Mm-hmm.
it was going to be.
exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing under the sun would have prepared you. You know, I'm a Catholic. When I used to pray, I would be like, I would tell Virgin Mary, I say, your own, they even told you the kind of child you are going to give birth to and the kind of way he's going to die. Why is it that nobody tells us the kind of suffering we are going to suffer?
Mm. Mm.
I said, for the mother of Christ, the prophet and everything kind of mentioned somehow
Yeah.
the kind of life he was going to have. So his mother was a bit prepared, knowing that this son I have is not an ordinary child. He's going to do
Mm.
things. He's going to die in a certain way. He's going to be this and that. But for us, nothing prepares us for what we are going through. Nothing
Mm.
under the sun. You would never ever imagine. I used to tell Adesuwa that some of our challenges don't have adjective. There's
There's not.
there's
Oh.
no word. How do
Yeah.
you tell?
This brings us to this next aspect because
Yes,
we have been talking about how to support our children. If you are a parent out there and it's difficult, we have heard two mothers that have related personal challenges and how emotional it can get, how overwhelming, how you have to mold yourself. So the question is, who is there for you?
Huh.
The parent, who is there for you? Who take care of you?
Nobody. Oh.
mm,
Nobody. You have to take care of yourself. That is the main reason. Like I'll keep on using my feed. And like, for example, I'm a mental health practitioner. I work with the GP surgery. For those that is, maybe you don't know what I'm doing, the reason I'm keep saying my feed. And a lot of, I think for a lot of these days, if a lot of women find this kind of opportunity to join this program that we are having, especially the I don't want to be like I'm discriminating the white people. I think they will be happy because
yeah,
I see a lot. You know, we are people. You share this kind of thing with them. They won't take it serious. But these people, if they find this kind of thing, they will be happy. These
yes,
people, some of them, they pay for this kind of thing to just go and have awareness, understanding about how to manage their own children. Because you see, a lot of parents, the GP referred them to me because, as you said, every parents that have a special need children, mentally, many of us, we are not stable anymore.
exactly.
The stress and you worried about the present situation of that child. You worried about the future. You worried about yourself. Like, for example, you see some days you will sit yourself down, you'll be asking, if something happened to me, what's going to happen to this child? You worried about this kind of thing. So at the end of the day, back to the question Sister Adesuwa asked, who will take care of you? Who are you talking to? Nobody. You are talking to yourself. Even the health care professional like GP, many women like me, they go. Myself, for example, I've been to GP several times trying to get support. There's no support available. There's nothing that sometimes you just go there, you just like it's like you go there to waste your time.
Yeah.
You try to explain yourself, the situation. There's nothing positive. There's coming from them. Like there's support there for you as a mom. So that's the main reason when something like this come up, at least where you can share one thing together with your fellow woman who is also going through the same thing. I think if you have the chance, grab it.
Yeah.
Because talking alone to somebody when you have special needs children, especially people that have the same children or people that is in the same
Are
field that
professional in the
understand how
field. Yeah.
to manage this situation is
Mm.
very good. It relieves, that help a lot. That's why you see most parents that have autistic children, they make friends with people that have autistic children because
Exactly.
they understand themselves. Because people, the society till date, there's still a lot of discrimination about you have a special need child, like a taboo. It's like maybe there's one kind of sin that you committed that make you to have a child like that, or your child turn into a special need child. So there's still need to there's
A lot to be
still
done.
a
Yeah.
lot to be done in that area. Yeah,
So
nobody will
how
help
do
you.
we, when we, like, what does it mean to us? And how do we put it across to other people? What meaningful support means? Because there's something that you just said that actually um, touched me, that nobody, and this is, I believe, one of the reasons is we just go on, we just keep on going.
Yeah. We
And
keep pushing.
God forbids us to say we are tired, then there is problem. And another
Yeah.
thing Mrs. Ijama also focused on was the fact that you go to professionals, the GPs, the social workers, they don't see things from your perspective.
Yes.
No.
They
No.
compound your problems. They make
Mm-hmm.
it even what. Of course, I am a safeguarding lead, and I do understand, because first of all, is this is the safety of the child, and the understanding that okay, this child is protected. But notwithstanding, the empathy of parents being in an overwhelming situation is very important. And before
Mm.
accusation, it's very important that all angles are being explored,
Yes.
making sure there are no form of any form, making sure that no any form of abuse before any accusation. Because there is something that there's nothing that weakens a parent more than trying to find help for my child and I'm being accused of destroying my
Yeah.
own child.
Yes.
Mm.
You know? So how do we ask for this meaningful support? What is this meaningful support? How does it, how do it does it, how do we define it? What's it to you and what's it to, I would say mine. To have a meaningful support is somebody that does not put me in a box.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter my condition at that moment.
Yeah.
Don't just judge me and put me aside. Because whatever I'm going through at 3 p.m. in the evening, in the afternoon, where my child is having a meltdown or there are complications, I will not be the same person 2 hours later.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need every support and understanding from whoever is around me to create a safe place for me to breathe. You don't know what I'm
Mm.
going through, but don't judge and don't give me attitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's for me one thing. Like I've gone through, like everyone is social workers. panels in schools. I've gone, everything comes back because mine is more of social and emotional difficulties that can be
mm,
very, very drastic in the time of meltdown. So when
Yes.
we are having, it can escalate from nothing to very high and extreme in less than a minute. You understand? And
Yeah.
yeah.
to take someone that's not judgmental to have the ability to just allow me. Don't judge me. Don't say maybe I should break the child's head at that moment, because no, it's not going to work. And your
Mm,
talk, your
Your utterances.
sarcasm or whatever is just going to escalate things. So if you
Mm.
yeah.
don't know what to do, being quiet is going to be the best thing you can do for me to be able to de-escalate the situation. So if maybe as an African parent, you're going to judge me, I should be more firm with my child. I wouldn't need that at that moment, because
No,
that
not at
lecture would
all.
not work for me at that
Yeah.
moment. You understand? That's for me, my own, and anyone else could say what meaningful support mean.
Well,
Okay.
I have decided that the only meaningful support I can get can only be from somebody with lived experience.
Mm,
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, how do I start explaining to a parent or a professional that doesn't have a child on the autism that my child doesn't sleep at night?
mm,
My child on the spectrum does not sleep at night. The only thing they see is a child who is probably lying down in his room and not sleeping.
mm.
But you and I know that such children, those that don't sleep at night, don't just lie down in their room. They are either screaming or opening your own door or
Uh-huh.
dragging you from your own bed or
Yes.
disturbing their younger ones or
Passing
shouting
around.
or pacing around or jumping.
A
So there are things we cannot explain,
Yeah.
lot.
and there are people that empathy is becoming insultive when you
Mm,
know that this person does not even know. It's as if we also don't want pity. That's a way I'm
No,
trying to
at all.
explain it.
Not okay. No.
People
yeah.
have the tendency of pitying us instead of empathizing with us. That's the
Yeah.
difference. So what I would want is give me the support of somebody who know what I'm, not somebody that read or studied what I'm going through. I want to I want to have the support of someone who knows what I am going through and who will just be there for me. Sometimes all
Mhm.
you need is somebody that would make sure that that child does not hurt himself, and then you walk away from the situation and spend like
Exactly.
three,
Mm.
1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes.
Mm.
There was a time I told somebody that it might feel a bit wicked. It makes me feel guilty saying it. That the only time I have peace is when I'm away from my child.
Mm,
Like, give me 3 days, 1 week break from her. You will see the best part of me. Like,
mm.
it makes me breathe. Like I have peace. But I'm
Mhm.
no more feeling guilty about it because that's my reality.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, it's the
That's the thing.
reality.
There's no
So,
Yeah.
guilt about it at all.
uh so and then the fact that you also don't see an end to it. You know, if you are kicking me, if I come to your house now, Faith, for instance, and you are
Mm.
eyeing me, you are matching me, the only thing I'm looking at is Shebi is just for a few minutes. I will go back
Yeah.
to my own house.
Yes.
But in our own, you look front, you look back. It's
No
as if
place to
there's
go.
no end.
That's
It looks like
true.
there's no end.
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes the stress bigger. You will be like,
Exactly.
like if I'm raising a child, I'll be like, maybe when he enter secondary school, I'll go and drop him in a boarding school and then I will rest.
Yeah.
But our own, you will look front,
It's not
look
like that.
tired. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like there's an end.
Mm.
So the
Yeah.
pressure, the stress, the
Too much.
anxiety, and the endless search to
Yeah.
make that child better, the endless desire, endless struggle to get the child to be in a place of comfort, at least,
Yeah.
is there. So I don't even know the kind of support. The kind of support I want is just give me somebody that understand. Sometimes all it takes is still this kind of discussion where
Exactly.
you know that,
Mm.
oh, these people, so you even know what I'm going through. Oh, it kind
Exactly.
of even
A
gives you,
non-judgmental
yes,
Yeah.
place where you
gives
can
Yeah.
you that
express
peace.
this that, yeah, I'm overwhelmed. I would like a break. And
Yes,
there's no
Yes.
shame in that, that I would like a break. You
yes,
understand? And when
Yeah.
I'm taking a break, that's when I feel myself,
yes.
you
Mm.
know. And I believe any parents will admit this, that this is something they will want to. But
Mm-hmm.
now,
Mm.
when it comes to a parent that have a child with additional need, which means it has additional challenges on top.
Yeah.
So these are things that, um, as a neighbor, as a family member in the community, there
Mm-hmm.
should be things, or that is why we need to learn about these challenges that we can
Yeah.
offer ourselves for those few period of time to be of
Yes.
support system,
Mm-hmm.
even in our religious
Yeah,
gatherings.
I was
Look at
Adesuwa.
God.
Let's not talk about the church today. Let's use it as next week's topic, please. Because that one is a big topic on its own and it's already 1 hour. Let's use it as next week topic, please.
Okay, so generally that's it. Anyway, before we round up, I'm going to, because um
I think I will just quickly add to that.
yes, yeah, I
I
was
agree
not
with
going
what
to call you.
Yes, I agree with what you both said. I totally agree with it because what we need is we need a confidential emotional support.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you people were also trying to say. Not people
yes,
that we
right,
judge
yeah,
us or judge our children. Somebody that we can, when we said we want to talk, somebody that also understand that know what we are going through or we need a
yeah,
break. Somebody
Yes.
that we will say, oh, I believe you. Somebody that will even tell you
You need a
that will
break.
encourage you to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Even if you are clinging, say no, no,
Yes.
no, you
You
need a break.
understand?
Yeah,
So those are the things, those are the people we need. I was trying to, when you said, how do we get a meaningful support? I
yeah,
quickly tried to Google it. To be
yeah,
honest, there's nothing coming from the system. What is just there is just about what we are saying now, having parents that also have children like us, and all those forming a group. Those are
so,
the things. So you can only
yeah,
see that we are on our own.
You're on your own, though.
exactly,
You are Oyo like
exactly,
that.
exactly. So that is why it's very important that we create our own support
Safe
network.
space. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
one of the things I have found out that for you to make a difference is for voices to come together.
Exactly.
Yes.
We can
Yeah.
bring our voices together and make a demand for this support.
Mm.
You understand?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because when we collate our experiences and uh, the mental load that we have as parents with this situation. Thank you so much, one of God. So we will be able to bring a meaningful, like our researcher Ijoma was saying, that we bring up a research,
Yeah.
put voices together and submit
Mm.
it. That
Yes,
these are things that we are going through.
that's how to
And
make
Yeah.
policy changes.
now you can't expect me, because let's use UK for example. I was discussing with a mom the other day. They will say, okay, if you have rights to public recourse, because it's not everybody that have rights to public recourse, they will now say that for you to be able to receive carers allowance, which is
Mm.
£80 or 80 something pounds a week, you need to not earn more than £200 a week. Now, when you bring that together,
Mm.
it's not even up to your house rents at the end of the month.
For where?
And you need to be an indefinite leave to remain or
To
citizen.
be able to have that. Now, but if you are working, which means you're going out to work, there will be no financial support. By the time you
No
finish
financial
paying
support. Oh,
everything
I'm
that
an example
you
of that.
earn, you
And
can't
which is
even
even worse because you have
Uh-huh.
to have a minder for you to be able to work.
Yeah. Mm.
exactly. So these are the things that many parents are going through. And like you said, we are going to round up this session, but we will come back next week and see what it means to us. Probably we'll come with a religious leader,
Yeah.
and then we want to know how they see, because we can only talk about how we feel as a professional, as a parent, but how will the other person see me? What are their perspective? Like our mental health professional was telling us, are they seeing me as somebody I'm being pitied, or they're just trying to be in my shoes and see
Mm.
how I'm really carrying on with this situation? So these are some of the things we are going to be talking about in our next session. Like we said, share this program and connect with us. This is not just about people with children in the spectrum. This is about the community. This is about the neighborhood. This is about the family. This is about the wider society. It concerns every one of us, because it's only a fool that will say, ah, the neighbor's house is on fire, but mine is not. Because when
Mm-hmm.
that's fire overblown, it will
You
definitely
will reach.
affect
You will
all the
reach yours.
neighbors. So let
Mm.
us come together and put our voices together. Let us get ourselves educated on the challenges of life that people, families with neurodivergent children are going through. It will help you if you are a business person. It will help you to empathize with an employer. If you are a religious leader, it will help you to include families instead of ostracizing them. If you're a
Mm.
community leader, it will be an opportunity to embrace inclusivity instead of division. And I hope, so far as we are putting these words out there, we are feeling and we are being sensitized as a community to be able to open up our mind. We are not seeking for pity. We are not seeking
Mm.
for sympathy. We are seeking for sensitivity and
Mm.
understanding
Inclusion.
and inclusion, beyond
Yeah.
awareness, beyond the fact that I know you have a child in the spectrum. I want to be able to see how I can be of support. Who knows? You will be the one that is able to see the goodness in that child that the parent could not see because they're so overwhelmed with
Yeah.
the challenges. And I hope that every one of us will take this and ponder on this. And when we come back next week, there's much to discuss. Thank you for joining
Mm.
us. And I
Thank
don't
you
know.
too, ma. God bless
Thank you.
you.
If you have a last word for us, Sister Faith.
No, no.
Okay, Sister Ijoma.
You said it all. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And
Thank you so much.
thank you, Sister Ify, for joining us. I don't know if you have any question.
Well, use the microphone.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
You just muted.
Oh, she just mute.
Hello,
Okay, thank you. Hello.
hello
Hi.
everyone. Hello, Auntie
Hi.
Adesina. Hello.
Hey, thank you for joining.
Sorry, I came in very late. I came in very late, and
Okay.
when I came in, it was the very thing I actually asked you, that's talking about period and all that. I was like, oh no, I missed it, but it's fine. I will get everything back from you again.
Yeah.
Yes. I won't say much now, so I'm just kind of listening to get into it. Yeah, but
Okay.
little that I heard, yeah, very interesting. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much. So I'll forward you
Mm.
the YouTube link, and then you will listen more on what we
Oh,
have discussed. Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. And I don't know who is on the Samsung.
How your Wi-Fi had. What solution?
Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us. And if you are watching us out there, or you come across this clip, remember we are here every Thursday at 7 p.m. and we discuss challenges around uh, neurodiversity, and building bridges help us to break barriers and have the understanding and the sensitivity to be able to manage this situation, not just for the parent, but for the entire community and society at large. So thank you for engaging, and see you next week. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
God bless
Thank
you.
everyone.
you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye bye.
Star Jama, long time. We call you. Oh.
Oh, we will talk, really. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.